Hello, and welcome to London Victoria Station, the start of today's trip to Rye in Sussex. I'm due to be catching the 11:24 service down to Hampden Park near Eastbourne. Unfortunately, that service is delayed due to temporary speed restrictions near Balham. Hopefully we get off on time and don't miss my 7-minute connection at Hampden Park. I guess we'll wait and we'll find out what happens. Eventually, after a few platform switch-arounds, we got underway 9 minutes late. Hopefully we can make up some extra minutes so I don't miss my connection. Today's trip starts out at London Victoria, and the route down to Eastbourne takes us down the Brighton Main Line through Clapham Junction, East Croydon and Gatwick Airport, before branching out after Wivelsfield to take us towards Lewes, where we then head for Hampden Park. From here we then board another service to Rye, heading along the coast through Hastings and Orr. We left Clapham Junction, which is the busiest station in the UK in terms of the number of trains it gets per day, 11 minutes late, and my chances of making my connection were slipping away even further by the second. By the time we'd reached the Sussex countryside, we were now 40 minutes late, owing to further delays picked up following Gatwick Airport, and any chance I had of making my train to Rye was completely and utterly obliterated. Because of this, I elected to change my travel plans a bit, and instead of waiting at Hampden Park for another half an hour for the following train for Rye, I decided to get off at Eastbourne instead, and have a trip to everyone's favourite place, Wetherspoons. Cheers. It wasn't long before I was back at Eastbourne Station, and my train to take me to Rye was arriving, from Ashford International, albeit also late. Interestingly, I was about to travel on a Class 171 Turbo Star, and I believe this route between Eastbourne and Ashford, upon which Rye is situated, is the only place in the UK where this class of train operates.
So we're on the train now at Eastbourne to Rye, and interestingly they've just said that we're running fast at Hastings, so we're not stopping at Hampden Park, nowhere like that, which is probably good that I changed it Eastbourne instead, otherwise I'd have seen this train go right past me at Hampden Park, where I was supposed to change initially, and I've been waiting another hour and would only have 2 hours in Rye instead of the 3, which is instead of the 4. It's supposed to have 4 hours, but obviously the delay out of the Victoria might be on 3. So at least we're still going to be 3 hours, and hopefully we'll be a bit more on time now. We don't need to stop at any of the stations, such as Bexhill or St Leonard's Warrior Square. But yeah, it should be a scenic journey on a pretty rare train in the UK. You only find it down here, so looking forward to it. So much running fast.
Eventually, the speed did pick up, and we were soon on our way along the coastline, offering some wonderful views out of the window over the English Channel. One of the calling points of this service was Three Oaks, which must have the shortest platform I've ever seen in the UK, for any train station ever. And then we got to Rye, an hour later than I originally should have, but still leaving me with 3 hours to explore this wonderful little town. I came across this impressive old archway, and after watching people who had been to Wimbledon nearly get ran down by a 4x4, it was time for an ice cream, which was hastily eaten to avoid the sun, seagulls, wasps, or American tourists from getting to it before I could.
So we're walking through Rye now. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. It's absolutely buoyant. I don't really need the fleece on, but there's no room in my bag to put it. Safe to say, a very good day out. And I'm definitely full from that ice cream. Bloody Norway.
I was now heading to the Rye Heritage Centre, which contained a large-scale model of the town as it was in the past, with a very impressive live screening of the town's history.
And close by us are the remains of the old town wall. To the north, the land gate still guards another entrance to the town. But let's begin at the beginning. As you can see, Rye itself stands on a hill. Once, the sea came right up to steep cliffs.
And then it was up Mermaid Street, the most famous street in Rye, and the one you'll see pictures of if you Google the town.
So, just been to the Story of Rye in the Heritage Centre. Absolutely worth the £5 that I spent on it. The model of the town itself was incredible, and as a man I love models. And yeah, it was very informative. Lots of stuff which you'd probably not learn doing your research. It might take you much longer, but yeah. So walking up now, that's Mermaid Street behind me, the famous one. And I've decided now I want to go find a cafe. It's going to do me a nice scone and a nice hot chocolate. So, we finished at the cafe, scone and the hot chocolate. Absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, we will need to be taking those extra shifts at work because £8. The north could never. Then we've been on a little walk and we're on the way back to the train station. Now, train is in about 20 minutes time. And yeah, so the train, first train to Couden Beach, and then Couden Beach all the way back to London Victoria, hopefully home if on time at 25 to 9. It's currently about 20 to 6.
And so my day concluded, and it was time for the long journey back up to London. Overall, I really enjoyed my day out, and I would definitely recommend it as a day trip from London itself. For my return tickets, I paid just £13.20, which I feel is an absolute bargain. Thank you for watching the video. I've been Aviator James. Goodbye.